Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I'm going over my top primers today. And these are primers that you can still purchase like in the store, ones that have not been discontinued, because we know how that goes. There's a lot of makeup that's being either discontinued or some of the brands are closing. So if you guys want to see some unfiltered makeup opinions, if you guys want to see unfiltered makeup opinions, makeup reviews that are not sponsored, then hit the subscribe button, like this video, and let's get on into my top primers that I love, that I can't get enough of. I have been doing YouTube for about 5 years now. I started right after I had my son Braxton. It's kind of like a hobby, a thing to do. So I've never actually done like a ranking series or like top series before. It's always been like best makeup of, or worst makeup of, or makeup launch failures, but never like an official like top choice of makeup. And when it comes to primers, like I'm very specific, very picky about what it has to do. I need it to fill my pores, grip my makeup, make it last a heck of a lot longer without making it feel like my skin is like weighted down. And that's like my prerequisite, if you can call it that. So I do have about, I'm gonna say this is my top 5 primers that I use like constantly, that I repurchase a lot. And you guys might be shocked about the last one. Let's start with I guess the lowest ranking one, but it's still like one of my top favorite ones, and that is the Photo Focus Dewy Lumix Primer. And actually this one is a lot like the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I actually have that one here if you guys want to see. This is, yes, the Backlight Priming Filter. It's very similar in consistency. One would call it a dupe actually. So let me just get a little bit on my hand here so you can see. This is the Photo Focus one. It has a little bit of a dew to it, and it feels more like a lightweight moisturizer, and then it also is shiny. And the whole point of the Photo Focus line is that it helps, like, the way that it reflects and absorbs like photography light. That was the whole purpose behind the Photo Focus line. And this is the Dewy Lumix Photo Focus Primer. As far as I know, this is still available, but the Photo Focus Primer has the same consistency as the Becca Primer. I feel like these could be dupes for each other. So if you are looking for a dupe for the Backlight Priming Filter, the Photo Focus one is definitely a way to go. And actually the Photo Focus one, it settles into the skin a lot better than the Becca one, if you guys can see right here. I actually put just a little bit too much on. But I love using this primer with a specific type of brush, and it's like a face contour brush. This one right here. So it really just like contours your face. It actually smells like the Becca one because I've been using the Becca one a lot lately because it's in my project pan. And spoiler alert there, you guys can see. And so the Dewy Photo Focus one is very similar to it. It's like lightweight moisturizer, and it also has like the luminizers in it that actually like reflect the light, and it's absolutely beautiful. And sometimes I actually use the Photo Focus one or the Becca one is like very light highlight on my face, and it's really beautiful. It's stunning. This is like number four. Yeah, number 4. I would say this is number 4. This is the Poreless Face Primer from Ulta. I actually have a sample of this one, but it definitely reminds me of a pore filling primer like from Smashbox. I would honestly say that it's a dupe for it. I love this one when I need my skin blurred and when I need my pores like filled. So like my skin just looks so like blurred here. And it's very much like silicone feeling, so I wouldn't use this like all the time, but I love using this one like right under my eyes where I have a lot of texture, and then also with the pores of my nose. That's where I love using this one. This one again is a like sampler size that I got for like Ulta Beauty, but I love how it blurs my pores and it really adheres my makeup to my face. Now we have two primers that do exactly, I swear, exactly the same thing, and I swear they're dupes for one another, and that's why they're in the number 3 spot, because I'm pretty sure these are dupes for one another. So we have the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. This is a $5 primer, and then we also have the Urban Decay All Nighter. And literally, I wonder, I'll have to look at the ingredients, but they feel exactly the same, look exactly the same, do exactly the same thing. So the High Adherence Silicone Primer is a white primer like this. This one comes more squeezy, and then the actual all-nighter is a pump. But they look exactly the same. Same consistency, they're almost like a lotion. They do have a little bit of a pore filling effect to it, like that silicone effect, and these are exactly the same. Like, I am not joking, like these are exactly the same. Actually, the High Adherence one has a little bit more of that silicone feel, and the Urban Decay All Nighter has a little bit more of the lotiony feel, but they are literally dupes for one another. So if you guys want a low-end dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter, it's the High Adherence Silicone Primer. And basically what they do is they're very moisturizing, and they just blur the tiniest bit because of the ingredients in there, and it makes my makeup last a long time. That's what primer's supposed to do, obviously. I feel like I'm repeating myself. With the all-nighter, with the High Adherence Silicone Primer, I really like using these in the summer months because they're both very lightweight. They do exactly the same thing. Like, these are literally the same thing. It's really lightweight. It's almost like a lotion or a moisturizer, like lightweight moisturizer on your face with a little bit of that pore filling quality that you want. You want to prep your face very well. Then at the number 2 spot, this has such a divot in it. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And this one, I only like to use when I want to go like full glam, total full glam makeup, like I'm doing a cream contour, I am, you know, wanting to fill my primers in. This one is just the regular one. There's a matte one, there's a dewy one, there's a vitamin C one, there's the original one. This, they say, is really close to the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and I really like using this one, and sometimes I just use it in my problem areas, but I really like using this more when I'm trying to do like super glam, ultra defined makeup. When I whip out my contouring palette, that's when I use this product, is when I really need my makeup to like stay, grip onto something. It's not really like an everyday primer, but it is really good for like those moments when you really want like pop, like pazam, like you want your makeup to stick. The last one of my top 5 is the Mint Melt Primer from e.l.f. Now, this is on the e.l.f. website, but it says it's currently sold out. And actually, the replacement for this one is the Gripping Primer. And they do the same thing-ish. For this one specifically, is my everyday primer. I use it every single day because it is one of like, the smell is really non-offensive, and I really don't mind the color that it's green, but it has a cooling feature because it is the Mint Melt Primer, and it's literally sticky. So it literally grips your makeup, grips your foundation right to your face. It is like that thing that your makeup needs to stay and not budge. Every single time I wear this, like, my makeup does not go anywhere. It looks so fresh, so like clean and beautiful, and like I literally feel like this brings out all of the great qualities of my makeup. Like, I use a foundation that sometimes just doesn't work for me. I feel like this primer works with literally every single foundation. It's lightweight, it's cooling, it helps actually with the cooling feature. It actually helps with some of the swollen mom bags that I get, and that's one of the reasons why this one is so different from the Power Grip Primer. It also comes in a bigger package, but the Power Grip is a replacement technically for this primer. But this is my favorite. This is my #1 primer, and I'm hoping that even though it's sold out online on e.l.f.'s website, that they keep this around because it's really good. They have the e.l.f. like palettes and stuff. The mint palettes from that collection are still available. So I'm really hoping that they take the hint and like they keep this because it is so beautiful like on your skin. These are like my favorite primers. Not very many of them, but they are my top 5 primers. Top 5. Like these are so good. Some really great dupes for some of these higher end primers that you guys may be looking for. They do a great job of just like prepping your skin, gripping your makeup. They each do like a little bit of their own thing. So guys, if you would like to see a like low ball, what would we call it? It's not top 5, but it's like the worst primers that I've ever tried. If you guys want to see a video about that, like top 5 worst primers, like leave a comment down below. That would, they're so bad. There's some really bad ones that I have found. So if you guys would like to see low 5 that contradict the top 5, so the worst primers, leave a comment down below. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! Not good. So let's try and get this out. Pop open both ends and like pull it out. Here it is. Of course. Let's just drop a brush on the floor there, Staci. This video is gonna have so many outtakes. So many. Yep, So here, thank you all for watching this new makeup to me, new full face of makeup. I suck at this. I just